I just did the craziest thing ever. I mean, not the craziest, but it's pretty out there. And I am buzzing head to toe in the most gentle way. I feel completely emptied out and filled up at the same time, as did my partner who did this with me, my cuddle partner, my virtual cuddle partner. I just did a virtual cuddle. So, what the heck is a virtual cuddle? Well, first, let's talk about platonic cuddling. Um, I basically grew up, well, I won't say grew up, but from the age of about 25 onward, I lived in California and in this very sort of new age, spiritual, hippie California town, Santa Cruz. And part of the vibe there was that platonic intimacy was a healthy thing, and that included cuddling, dancing with different people. That was not only possible, that it was possible to cuddle and dance with people and have it not be sexual, but that it was actually nurturing and nourishing. So I was very graced to live in that town and experience that and become part of that scene. Not so much scene, but that was just something that was going on in that town. It's something that people were open to, and it was new to me, but profoundly transformative. And so I moved out to Florida, and that's not so much the vibe here where I live. Maybe there are towns in Florida where it is, but so through a interesting set of circumstances, which maybe I'll get into later, I found this really cool website called Cuddle Comfort, where they have professional cuddlers. Yes, professional cuddling is a thing. And at a really low point in my life, I was just like, I need to be held. And so I reached out and had some amazing experiences with different professional cuddlers. And it was very clean, clean meaning, it wasn't sexual, no lines were crossed. I didn't flirt with them, they didn't flirt with me. It was beautiful, deeply healing. But I kind of stepped away from it, and now I'm stepping back into it. And one of the first people I cuddled with, she does virtual cuddles, and I had done a virtual cuddle with her in the past, and I decided to try it again. So I reached out, and I just had one, and oh my blankety blank God, it was so powerful. We both went in so deep. I just feel like head to toe just cleaned out. And so a virtual cuddle, you can kind of design it how you want to. But for me and her, we literally talk a little bit, and then we lay down with our cameras facing each other. And she's kind of nearby. It's kind of cool. She's about 2 hours from me, maybe an hour and a half from me. She lays down in her bed and I lay down in my bed, and the energy just like instantly, it was just like intense full body relaxation. And the interesting thing is it's subtle. It's very subtle. Like, I've cuddled with a lot of people, and that's very powerful, and I love it. But this is like a much more subtle kind of relaxation and peace. After the cuddle, she sent a text that said, I could just ride this vibe all day, and I am right there with her. The words I used was full factory reset. Like, I just feel restored physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So I'm going to keep on cuddling in person with people, but I'm going to do a lot more virtual cuddles. And the interesting thing is, I don't know what virtual cuddles would be like with other people, because I did it once with her years ago, and I just did it now, and I'm going to definitely do it again. But she and I obviously have good synergy, and she's a meditator. She mentioned at the end about something about meditating, and I'm a hardcore meditator, so that probably factors into it, is like openness and attunement to energy. But regardless, I am going to be exploring more virtual cuddling.